Today we've got this absolutely beautiful 2020 on a 20 registration Porsche 718 Cayman GT4. This is the manual, 6-speed manual variant of the GT4, so the much more engaging, much more exciting way of driving one of these cars. It's a lovely specification. It's covered just over 16,500 miles from new. It has a full Porsche main dealer service history and was just done major service by Porsche main dealer in January of 2024. And most importantly is covered by OPC Porsche warranty until January of 2026. So absolutely no questions to be asked about this car. And as I mentioned, a fabulous specification, starting with the Crayon Grey paintwork, which is one of the most popular Porsche colours at the moment, and it looks fabulous on the Cayman. There's not many for sale in this colour, and it's got lots of cost options. We'll point them out to you as we go around. But starting at the front end, one of the sort of key giveaways that the car is a GT4 over a regular 718 is this extra additional sort of vent in front of the front bonnet here. And being a Cayman, it's very practical. There's a frunk under here and there's also a boot as well. So 2 storage areas in the car. And then again, GT4, massive front splitter here with the GT4 logo in the front of it there. And some aggressive plastics around the air intakes down here as well. LED daytime running lights across the top of that air intake. And then the first big cost option is the PDLS Plus headlights with the black, painted in black, the unit in the center there. They're very powerful LED headlights with the 4 daytime running lights, and they do have automatic high beam in them as well. Coming down the side, we've got the 20-inch GT4 wheels, again finished in satin black, so in my opinion, the best colour you can have these wheels in, with the red painted brake calipers with the white Porsche lettering on them as well, just making a really nice contrast against the rest of the car. Coming down the side, the big scoops into the to cool the engine in there, again with a GT4 logo on. And if I open the door and you have a look inside, you'll see the stunning interior. So full extended leather, all of the Alcantara and the racing yellow stitching, racing yellow belts and the door handle pulls as well, and all of the carbon fibre interior trim. The interior in this car is probably one of the nicest interiors I've seen on a Cayman GT4. And those carbon fibre bucket seats, again with yellow stitching, GT4 stitched in the headrests. They are electrically height adjustable as well, which is quite important. The stainless steel door entry guards, it's just endless options on the interior, which we'll come round to very shortly. Coming around the back of the car, you've got the darkened tail lights, so they're all finished in black, which again just goes with the black wheels very nicely. And then you've got the sort of continued black bar across the back here with the Porsche lettering on there as well. The black GT4 badging, and then of course the iconic dual exit exhaust, slightly offset from the centre, one on either side, and the huge aggressive diffuser down here as well. The car's also fitted with rear park distance control, so the rear parking sensors in the rear bumper there just help with parking the car. And then of course the iconic GT4 spoiler, which just really makes the car stand out. Before I jump inside, and before I forget, one other very nice option to have on the car is, if you have a look under here, the car is fitted with an aluminium fuel filler cap, so much better than the plastic one. It actually has some weight to it and it just adds to the quality feel of the car. And I'll jump inside and we'll talk you through some of the interior options. So as I mentioned, the car's fitted with the carbon fibre bucket seats, so if I just grab the key and turn the car on so I can bring everything to life. And it fires up very nicely. They're manual sliding forwards and backwards, but they are electrically height adjustable on the button down here, so you can move them up and down. So there's actually more adjustment than people think in these seats. And then if you have a look at the door card, as we touched on before, all of the carbon fibre trim, which is beautiful in the gloss finish, and the racing yellow highlights, so the door pulls and the contrast stitching between the leather and the Alcantara as well. Power folding door mirrors is a factory option, so if I push that button, the mirrors will fold in. Obviously all electrically adjustable mirrors and electric windows as you would expect. And then down here, the Bose surround sound system is a really important option on the car in my opinion, because it just makes the stereo so much better quality than the standard one. Auto lights, which obviously we touched, are those PDLS Plus headlights. And then the 3-spoke Alcantara trim steering wheel with the yellow 12 o'clock marker, again a cost option to have that yellow 12 o'clock marker on the steering wheel there. White instrument dials, another cost option, so it's nice to have those. Normally they're grey, but they're white in this car, and that goes along with the chrono clock on the top of the dashboard, which is also in the white background there as well. The steering column's all adjustable, forwards, backwards, up and down, so you can get yourself nice and comfortable in the car. And that third digital screen on the right hand side there is customizable, so you can flick that up and down and have lots of different displays on there for your chrono, gear change assist and all of that sort of stuff. Lots you can do on that screen there. And then coming over to the centre, we've got Porsche's PCM infotainment system. So if you do plug a phone in, you will have Apple CarPlay on here. And then you have got Porsche's own navigation as well. So if I push the map button, you'll see Porsche's own navigation system on there. But Apple CarPlay is a lovely thing to have because it just brings it right up to date with any modern car. Dual zone climate control, again another cost option. So you've got different temperatures for either side down there. Obviously the beautiful manual gear stick, so aluminium on the top with Alcantara around the edges and all the yellow stitching on the gator down there and the GT4 badge in front of it there, all surrounded by the carbon fibre centre console trims. Start stop, sports exhaust system, which actually does make quite a big difference. I don't know if the video will pick it up, but it got quite a bit deeper when we pushed that button there. And you've got a really cool auto blip feature, so you can make it sound like you're a racing driver even if you don't know what you're doing in this car. It's a very cool feature to have and just makes it a lot more fun to drive. And then again, as I touched on before, the racing yellow seat belts, another really cool feature, just goes really nicely with all of that contrast stitching. And I'll just switch the car off and jump outside and we'll summarise it for you. So just over 16,500 miles from new, as I touched on at the start. In our opinion, one of the best looking cars on the market with the Crayon Grey paintwork and all of the contrast racing yellow accents on the interior. The all important carbon fibre bucket seats and the carbon fibre driving zone. Full Porsche main dealer service history, just been serviced. They really don't get much better than this. My name's Ben, I hope the video's helped. Thank you very much for watching.